for mute. You can turn on the mic, you can ask your questions and then you can put it on back on mute. विजय कोशिश करना क्लास थोड़ा हिंदी में रहे यार, मतलब एक्सेप्ट फॉर द जार्गन्स वो तो इंग्लिश में ही होंगे, लेकिन थोड़ा हिंदी में, ठीक है? चलो थैंक यू.
एकदम बेसिक्स. I'll try my best. So hello everyone. Any fair idea about what you gonna learn today? What's copywriting? Just so that we know कि हाँ मतलब हमें क्या पढ़ना है क्या नहीं. So whatever you know, if it's uncomfortable to talk, just type in. मतलब unless you don't start typing, copywriting का जो पूरा concept है वो ऊपर से जाएगा. So just whatever thought is coming, what is copywriting and why one should learn it. Just start 1 or 2 lines. अगर participation आएगा, so it will be interesting, and then we can discuss आगे के topics. So what do you think is copywriting and why one should learn it? Anyone?
नहीं पता सर.
Can speak also. Okay, text for promotion or information. Nice. Vishnupriya. Anyone else?
सर जो टैग लाइन रहती है कंपनी जैसे फेना ही लेना है that type. जो उनकी टैग लाइन.
Okay, tag lines. Cool. Attract customers, right? Marketing purpose के लिए. अच्छा. Good point. Okay. This is an interesting answer.
फेस होती है या कोई कंटेंट होता है जिससे हम ऑडियंस को कन्विंस कर सकते हैं अपने कॉल टू एक्शन के लिए.
Yes. In a nutshell, सब सही बता रहे हो. So copywriting is the art of persuasion through words. अगर मैं कुछ लिख करके आपको persuade कर पा रहा हूँ to take some action in a one line, अगर बोलूँ, if I am writing something to take some action through words is copywriting. ठीक है. अब इसमें बहुत सारे चीज हो जाएंगी. स्पेसिफिक कॉपीराइटिंग, कोई फेसबुक के लिए लिख रहा है, कोई ईमेल लिख रहा है, कोई यूट्यूब एड्स के लिए लिख रहा है, कोई गूगल एड्स के लिए लिख रहा है, कोई सोशल मीडिया कॉपीराइटिंग कर रहा है, कोई एक पर्टिकुलर टेक्निकल प्रोडक्ट के लिए, कोई अमेजोन प्लेटफॉर्म के लिए राइटिंग कर रहा है. बट एक बिगर अम्ब्रेला का कॉपीराइटिंग आता है. And even if you're not into marketing, everyday conversation which is happening आपके work के around, right? If you're in office, आपको email लिखना है, if you want a raise, if you want your salary increment, अगर आपको कहीं job के लिए apply भी कर रहे हो, ठीक है? If I tell my journey, not gonna take much time, but eventually ऐसे start हुआ था कि I started writing on my own, then I shared my portfolio, then few companies accepted, few rejected, and that is entirely different story. But my point is कि ये चीज अगर आप समझ लेते हो from basic ना, उसमें time waste जो time waste आपका होता है, back and forth होता है to convince someone, because अभी कैसा होगा, it's virtual, right? आधी बातें conversation कैसे होती है? Through chat. And in a professional environment, अगर आपको copywriting आती है, so I can bet on that कि 99% you can easily get away with things that you want. And that is why it's important, other than the part of advertisement की ads के लिए लिख रहे हो, but other than the ad part, it's also important for your professional environment. ठीक है? And that's why you should focus on that. So what do you think is the biggest fear of a copywriter? मतलब लिखने से पहले सबसे बड़ा डर क्या लगता है आपको?
Like creativity होनी चाहिए.
उसमें creativity
content.
particular
right, एक undue pressure होता है कुछ creative बनने का, कुछ attract कैसे like attention grab करे, right?
attract.
And the message should be right.
In a short form.
Short form. So all these clouds that are here, so before we move in the class ahead, if you want to use pen and paper, or if you're taking notes on your laptop or whatever, I want you to think of a brand. ठीक है? Think of a blank screen. ठीक है? This is the biggest fear of copywriter, because blank screen में लिखूं क्या? So I want to think of a brand, write a headline, write उसका थोड़ा सा body keyword you're gonna sell, and end with a call to action. ठीक है? don't think much. I just want you to understand, to break that barrier कि हम कितना जो pressure ले रहे हैं, it's not that hard. I just want you to take your 3-4 minutes, because this slide is the most important slide of this session. The most important slide. Unless you don't brush up, otherwise मैं recording चला देता या फिर कोई भी random जो आप search करोगे Google पे आपको हजारों चीजें मिल जाएंगी. But unless you don't start writing, because entire session आगे is based on whatever written, because we'll understand जो आपने लिखा है उसको और कैसे better करें. Okay. So just think of a brand, product, service, whatever is coming to your mind. Write a headline, a body, उसके बारे में motivate होना है. Just convince someone to buy it. जैसे आपको कोई ad लिखने के लिए बोल दिया गया. Think of a brand and just take your time and write it. Are we good? Assignments on me?
Any particular brand, or you want us
Anything, ma'am. Anything that's coming to your head. There is no hard and fast for branding and everything. So जो भी आपके दिमाग में है, think of it and write. Unless you don't write or shy away, session आएगा फिर आपके लिए ऊपर से जाएगा. Those who have just joined, we are doing an assignment where you have to think of a brand. We have a brand choose karo, write a headline about it, and some description and a call to action. The idea is ki you have to sell that brand to the audience. This is a small exercise just to open up the fear which is in the head ki writing is tough or something. And then आगे के session would be just to help you to improve whatever you thinking. ठीक है? So that's how this class is going to be. We're getting ad copy for fashion copy. Nice. Looks good. Apple. Grand bidder. Good going, guys. So I hope are we done or still in the process? अभी लिख रहे हैं? Are we done, guys? Just let me know. Just yes or no, whatever. Just okay. Okay. Doctor, the first choice of Indian Grand Vitara. Cool. Okay. Okay, so I'm assuming everyone is done. So now I want your peak attention here. All right. Don't know how to do it. It's okay. It's okay. There is nothing to worry about. So the idea is, agar mere paas what I have this cup in my hand. You can see what brand it is. I don't know what brand. ठीक है. Clay craft. ठीक है. और मेरे पास clay craft है. मुझे clay craft तैयार करना है. So assignment है कि एक headline लिखनी है और उसका description आएगा और call to action आएगा. Actually, this is an ad. ठीक है. अब इसके लिए अब यही काम के लिए some people are getting lakhs, some people are getting thousands. So it's a true story that from my personal experience. I think a year back I was in a client call and मैं अपनी तरफ से ideas and I had written all everything. So at the end of the discussion, client said कि you don't sound professional. And मैंने मतलब पूरे ideas search किए रात भर. I turned around everything कि ऐसा ऐसा होना चाहिए. Then when he said ना कि I did not sound professional, it hurt थोड़ा सा कि यार what went wrong. Then I realized कि जो मेरा process था ना, process of coming up with those ideas was not very clear to the client. ठीक है. तो आपके job में भी ऐसा हो सकता है कि you might come up with an idea, but it's very hard to convince someone कि अरे चलेगा कि नहीं चलेगा, right? ऐसा होता होगा ना?
Yes sir.
Or it might happen with the client call कि यार client is really saying कि नहीं budget इतना है, इतना ही रहेगा और whatever. मतलब एक resistance आती है either from the client or your marketing manager or your boss or your audience also. So what I'm gonna tell you now, if you're taking notes, now is the time. I'm gonna tell you 7 questions which you need to ask your client or the manager और जो भी product आपको बेचना है, who is the product जिसने बनाया है, जिसने product बनाया है, you have to ask those 7 questions to get the answer. With my experience of copywriting, जो मैंने सीखा है, the hard part is not how to write, but it is what to write. हमारे पास होता नहीं लिखे क्या, right? Just for example, अगर मैं आपको अभी मैंने छोटा एग्जांपल टास्क दिया, you pick the product. The reason it was hard for you because you had no idea about the product, right? क्या है, क्या नहीं है. And eventually, the more organized you are at copywriting, the better this would be. This is like you can quote it. The more organized you are at copywriting, the better results would be. ठीक है? So the first question that you should ask is what are we selling exactly? Question बहुत simple है. ठीक है? What are we selling? Now, if I ask you, हम cinema hall में जाते हैं, we watch a movie. हमने खरीदा क्या है? What we have bought?
Time.
Time. That's a good ticket is one thing. We have bought ticket. We have bought time.
Yeah.
And
Like there we get, we purchase usually popcorn and drinks and everything.
drinks, popcorns. Okay. So the question is, PVR आपको क्या बेच रहा है? That is the question.
Entertainment.
Entertainment, excellent.
Yeah.
And
they give you best-in-class luxury experience to enjoy your time in the theater, giving you an experience to watch a movie with a Dolby digital sound and everything.
so they are giving you an undue experience for the money that you're paying, right?
Right.
But in the same cinema hall, कुछ movies के tickets 1000 होते हैं, कुछ के 300 होते हैं, with the same experience. So what else are they selling you? Status of an actor or an actress or a director, whatever, right? That's a good observation. Abhi, now that you're participating, it's getting interesting.
Comfort होता है शायद से.
Pardon?
Comfort status.
So that's the thing. So the first thing that you see that you're buying is not what you're buying. ठीक है, जब भी आपको ad लिखने के लिए बोला जाए कि यार give me a caption, give me a copy, you say no, you give me what I'm asking. So the first question that will ask you, what are we selling exactly? ठीक है, PVR is not selling tickets. ठीक है, PVR is selling you the comfort, luxury, and an experience to watch an actor actresses based on the status, right? If I combine that and all, I'll just check the chats and comfort, right? And cool. Now, if I ask about Nike shoes, are we buying shoes or what are we buying?
We are buying comfort.
Brand.
That's okay. Let's forget it.
Value.
If you buy a shoe,
Yeah.
Everything
example,
is a status symbol basically.
In a nutshell, that is the exact idea. So forget about Nike, just a shoe. So you are going to buy a shoe. What do you think of? You have minimal budget, not for Nike and Adidas, just a shoe for yourself. What do you think?
Comfort.
Long lasting.
Comfortable and durability.
Looks, quality, and how durable they are going to be, and yeah, comfort. These 4 things, and price also.
Price
I mean, value for money, durable and long lasting. Yeah.
Yeah, we might check. If it fits the need. अगर हमें walk करने के लिए चाहिए, running के लिए चाहिए, durable है कि नहीं, ये बारिश में चलेगा नहीं चलेगा, right? So indirectly, it's not the shoe, but the comfort that fits our need, right?
Yeah.
अब for example, विशेंद्र है, पुनीत है, संकेत है. Sanket is an athlete. विशेंद्र एक working professional है और पुनीत एक student है. Do you think, एक for example Nike है, उसके जो ad होंगे वो तीनों के लिए same होंगे कि अलग होंगे?
Different होंगे बिल्कुल.
Right?
Depend. Vijay, depend. Ad could be one for all the audience also, or could be target audience also. Targeted segment audience के लिए भी हो सकती है अलग से.
Yeah, that's the thing. But if we go to logical form, because budget बहुत कम है, so
अलग-अलग होगा सबके लिए.
Yeah. सबके लिए अलग-अलग होगा. अगर मेरा brand awareness है तो मैं इसके मैटर रन कर देता हूँ.
Funnel पे depend करेगा.
अभी उस terms पे नहीं जाते, funnel, फिर it's getting confusing. The idea is, unless you don't know what you are selling now, don't write anything. So just to be a professional copywriter, the first thing that you need to ask your client or manager or the product designer, whatever, जिसको आपको बेचना है, जिस product को बेचना है, service को बेचना है, you need to understand if you're selling a product or a service. Sometimes it's not clear, right? जैसे हमने previous example देखा जाए तो ठीक है product, but we are buying a service, right? So the first thing is to understand product or service, and then its features, right? Once we know the features, what's the next step? So think of yourself in an environment जहाँ पे आपको you have been paid for a task, ठीक है? आपको एक brand मिल गया है. पहला thing you have to ask is what are they selling? जितने ज़्यादा उसमें फिर imperative back and forth करके just keep the note of those things, ठीक है? आपके पास बहुत सारे pointers आ चुके हैं कि यार मैं shoes का ये feature है, ये है, वो है, comfortable है, rain में durable, whatever. वो points आ गए. Now make a column of your features versus benefit. ठीक है? I know you're smart. Features don't sell, benefits sell. But again, it's very important to make a column of features and benefit. ठीक है? Although it is being said कि यार नहीं feature sell करता है, benefit sell नहीं करता, benefit sell करता है, feature sell नहीं करता. In most of the cases, people go for the benefit. But if you talk about B2B environment, वहाँ पे I have worked with companies, clients overseas, USA B2B environment. वहाँ पे they look for features, they don't see benefits. ठीक है? अगर मैं खुद marketing से हूँ, मैं एक senior level marketer को sell कर रहा हूँ, तो this tactics of benefit features नहीं चलता. You have to be very clear about your features. ठीक है? So now you know the product क्या बेच रहे हो, you should know उसके features क्या हैं, and simultaneous benefits क्या हो सकते हैं. ठीक है?
So Vijay, this is my personal experience. I don't know about others, but जो भी चीज middle class, sorry, I'm using this word middle class because majorly market में बिकता है.
Economical point of view.
Economical basically. हम जैसे मतलब our class basically. So कोई भी चीज पूरी नहीं होती. I mean, they might miss on features, they might miss on the luxury. सब कुछ नहीं देंगे वो आपको, but और मेजरली जो चीजें इकोनॉमिक क्लास के लिए होते हैं, they are more value for money, value add तरह से बेची जाती हैं rather than giving you luxury. Probably if you're buying a car or a watch or clothes, anything, उन चीजों में features are more, but luxury वाला जो term होता है वो बहुत कहीं नीचे होता है बहुत ज्यादा.
I mean, good example could be real estate. If somebody is buying real estate, he doesn't care about ठीक है whatever it is, but they'll ask कि हाँ 5 साल बाद कितना growth है, 5 साल बाद you have to sell car भाई कितना है, so that is a very feature specific service set. ठीक है, I'm getting the point that you're coming from कि these are again depending on the target. So what I'm trying to help you here is कि आपका plan क्या होना चाहिए. ठीक है, आपने पहले समझ लिया कि आप बेच कर exactly, फिर जो बेच रहे हैं उसके features क्या हैं. ठीक है, now once you know the feature, let's try to convert these features into a benefit. ठीक है, so what could be the benefit of light leather strap? एक clock है, इसका एक feature है light leather strap. What could be the benefit of it?
It won't be heavy on your hand. क्योंकि वो
Great
light
point.
नहीं, रात को टाइम दे सकते हैं. I mean, if you're traveling in the night, you don't have light, you can use that light to see the time of your watch.
Great. What else? Battery life.
बच्चों को lure करती है. When you press the light, they play with it. So बच्चों को, I mean, small kids enjoy to press that light again and again and play with it.
No, I guess
Yes.
light leather strap is like strap का feature रहेगा.
Light, I mean, you know,
Weight
has
हल्का.
dual meaning, but we are talking about in a sense of weight. हम
Yeah.
light मतलब हल्का.
अच्छा, light. Oh, sorry, my bad.
Easier to wear for the
I
whole
mean,
day.
easy to carry on your arm and wrist,
Yeah.
basically.
Great point. So we already are very clear on that, right? So यहाँ तक ऐसा होता है कि हाँ ठीक है बात बन रही है, but the real interesting things, exciting things जो आप creativity की बात कर रहे हो ना, अब यहाँ से शुरू होता है. ठीक है, अब benefit कैसे बना सकते हो,
मतलब USP
उस पे बाद में आता है. उसमें से 2 या 3 आइडियाज जो जाएंगे एड, जहाँ पे पैसा इन्वेस्ट होगा. अभी वी ट्राइंग टू अंडरस्टैंड कि हाउ टू कलेक्ट दोस आइडियाज. ठीक है, अब हमारे पास क्लॉक है, उसके बेनिफिट्स हमने नोट कर लिए. अब कंफर्टेबल एक बेनिफिट है, कंफर्टेबल बेनिफिट का बेनिफिट क्या होगा?
हाथ पर पेन नहीं होता इस वजह से, क्योंकि भारी नहीं है.
And you can wear 10 hours, you won't feel anything on your wrist. It's very light and easy. You won't feel any moisture, sweat, anything of that sort.
Exactly.
Great.
Easy
So being comfortable and light का एक है कि let's say 9 to 5 जॉब है, वहां तक आप आराम से सस्टेन कर सकते हो विदाउट बीइंग वेट के यहाँ पे पसीना आ रहा है नहीं आ रहा है. ठीक है, अब मैं ट्राई टू इमेजिन दिस. अब मुझे ऐड लिखना होगा, सो आई कुड यूज एक ऑफिस का बंदा. ठीक है,
जी आपकी आवाज बहुत कम आ रही है.
हेलो, कैन यू हियर मी?
Yeah, now we can hear you.
Now that I've converted a feature into a benefit and that benefit into another benefit, अब मुझे add लिखना होगा. I'm giving an example for this just to show the light leather strap का benefit. I won't write it's comfortable. I might say something like कि एक office environment में I can show a guy with the watch and feel nothing on your hand 9 to 5 and know it's 9 to 5. ठीक है, so what I'm telling here, अभी ऐड फाइनलाइज नहीं हुआ है, जस्ट कि हाँ मतलब मुझे पता लग रहा है 9 to 5 है, बट मुझे कुछ फील नहीं हुआ 9 to 5, राइट? यू गेट द आइडिया. सो इट्स अ डिसेंट लाइन और नॉट? पहले उस पे आते हैं. ऐसा तो लग रहा है कि कुछ भी चल रहा है. आई होप यू क्लियर व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू से हियर.
Sort of.
So it's not
Can you
clear.
repeat it again?
Okay, so what I did ना, मुझे एक घड़ी मिली, I have to sell this watch. मैंने उससे पूछा इसका फीचर क्या है, उसने कहा कि इसका जो स्ट्रैप है लाइट. Then what I did as a copywriter, मैंने इस फीचर को बेनिफिट में कन्वर्ट किया. अगर लाइट स्ट्रैप है तो कंफर्टेबल होगा पहनने में, ऑब्वियस सी बात है. My job was again to convert this benefit into another benefit. एक ऑफिस एनवायरनमेंट में मैं 9 to 5 टाइम देख सकता हूँ, but it won't feel that I have anything on my hand 9 to 5. ठीक है, so I could write something like, मैं ऐसा कुछ लिख सकता हूँ कि get the idea of 9 to 5 without knowing that the watch is there 9 to 5. एक मैं क्रिएटिव लाइन बना रहा हूँ कि हम 9 to 5 में टाइम देख पा रहा हूँ, but 9 to 5 वॉच फील नहीं हुआ, ठीक है? So this can go as a heading. समझ रहे हो? What I did here.
Yes, yes.
So the watch is comfortable is generic. ये कोई भी लिख सकता है, but as a copywriter who can be considered है, इसने कुछ सोचा है, कुछ thought डाला, कुछ creative किया है. So you have to think of benefit, right? I'll show an example also. Just check. Okay. Yes. And I'm glad you guys are sharing your ideas as well, because I'm also here for learning. ठीक है? Benefit of benefit. So this iPod is something जो हम सबको पता है, जेब में आ सकता है, ठीक है? इसका फीचर क्या है? साइज स्मॉल है. इसका फीचर का बेनिफिट क्या है? आपके पॉकेट में आ जाएगा. बट बेनिफिट ऑफ बेनिफिट क्या दिखा रहा है इसमें? कैन एनीबडी गेस?
Long lasting performance.
It's a track. If you see ना, ये रनिंग ट्रैक है.
You can take it anywhere.
It's portable and long lasting. You can
Portable.
use it while running.
Okay. So somebody who runs ना, वो ईयरफोन लगा के दौड़ता है, ठीक है? So इसका बेनिफिट क्या है? पॉकेट में आ जाएगा. But what they're trying to show ना, कि आप इतना ट्रैक कवर कर सकते हो, and ये iPod आपके जेब में आराम से पड़ा रहेगा, ठीक है? It's portable. But portable is the benefit. The benefit of benefit is running comfortably. ठीक है? Jogging comfortably.
Sir, I would like to add.
Please.
मतलब यहाँ पर हमको ऑडियंस भी कंसिडर करना पड़ेगा. लाइक हम लोग जैसे सोच रहे हैं कि हम में से हार्डली कोई दौड़ने जाता होगा, तो ट्रैक तो दिमाग में आया ही नहीं. तो इस वजह से this could have been a problem.
हाँ,
Otherwise it's perfect. Yeah.
That's a good point. मतलब audience वाला will come there. What we're talking now. First question was what are we selling. Second question is second पे आए नहीं actually. ठीक है. Where are we selling? So this is the platform specific: LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, off-door, billboards, newspaper. So can we use one copy for all the? Can we use one ad for all the platforms?
No.
No, right? Because every platform caters different needs of the audience. जो newspaper might be हमारे parents generation के लिए. We are not used to that. बैठ के आराम से पढ़ना what's going around the world, right? Maybe we just have apps for that. On LinkedIn, it's most about B2B environment. On Instagram, it's college entertainment. They can't load a lot amount of information in one go because they are for the entertainment. On Facebook, it's more of a marketplace, right? It's competitive, so you have to be creative. So every platform is catering different needs. Therefore, as a copywriter, you have to understand which platform are you catering. ठीक है? So अगर आप notes बना रहे हो, so first question was what are we selling? Second is where are we selling? Now let's come to the audience part. ठीक है? हम sell कर किसको रहे हैं? Who is our audience? And why is this important? Example: somebody who's an athlete will get it. Can track it. Somebody is not might not get it. But then ad was made for somebody who's an athlete or jogs in the morning, right? And why is this important to know about your audience?
सर जैसे आईफोन है वो हर कोई अफोर्ड नहीं कर सकता, तो उसको हम उसके हिसाब से ऑडियंस के हिसाब से कि आईफोन ऐसी चीज है, वो आईफोन है ही ऐसा कि वो हर कोई अफोर्ड नहीं कर सकता, तो उसके लिए हमें जानना जरूरी है कि वो किस ऑडियंस के लिए हमारा प्रोडक्ट.
To understand the need of the customer. Sorry.
Also, मतलब अगर हम कोई प्रोडक्ट है वो एज के हिसाब से, मतलब इफ इट इज प्रोडक्ट मेंट फॉर एल्डरली पीपल, तो वो स्टूडेंट्स या फिर बिलो 25 इयर्स के लिए आइडियल नहीं रहेगा. सो ये भी जानना जरूरी है कि ना वो कौन से एज ग्रुप के लिए मैटर करेगा.
Exactly. हमारे फीचर्स और प्रोडक्ट की क्वालिटी, प्रोडक्ट के फीचर्स हमारी कौन से ऑडियंस से मैच कर रहा है, इसे जानना है.
अजून अर्धाच लागेल. बापरे का कुठल्या ट्रेननी? कर्जत लावू दे मगाची 15 मिनिटं आधी.
संकेत म्यूट पे डालो यार.
Yes, बेटा कर दिया. Right. So it's important to know the needs and prioritize.
बार एको आ रही है.
Hello.
अब सही है.
Sorry about this mic here. So the idea of understanding about your audience इसलिए important होता है. दो चीजें होती हैं. एक, we get the information कि हाँ ठीक है audience is की age है and this might fit in. Second is what will actually hit the audience. ठीक है. For example, this is एक jargon होता है if you know persona. ठीक है. Just search about it, know about it. It's a template to know about your audience. When you ask your client ना कि tell me what is audience, so ask here demographic क्या है, age क्या है तुम्हारे audience की, उसके challenges क्या है, उसके problems क्या है, हमारा जो product है उसके problems को solve कैसे कर रहा है. अब मुझे पता लगा कि मेरा audience है वो small business owner है, so he might not be that much involved with marketing activities, right? But somewhat, for example, in this, Dirachin knows about social media marketing. अगर मैं let's say एक मैं जो buffer, you know buffer, if you heard about buffer, schedule करता है your post, ठीक है?
Yes sir.
या FB के posts, right?
Yes. So अगर मुझे रचल को सेल करना होगा, I will write a copy in a way कि save your team's time on scheduling posts, because I know she's a small business owner. Although she knows social media marketing, but I know as a business owner she would want to save her team's time. ठीक है? But if same demographic में, same audience में, if I know the major interest यहाँ पे business owner नहीं होता, यहाँ पे social media marketer होता, I would have just written save your time on social media and do what is more important. I won't have mentioned about teams का time and everything. You're getting the idea? Unless I don't know about what is their need or what is their pain point, I can't write a copy. I can't write an ad. Therefore, it's important for you to ask your client or whatever the person is catering and asking you to write an ad. Before you write anything, please prepare this persona chart, whatever the structure it is given. You will find thousands of templates on the internet. Do that, okay? Are we okay on this? आगे बढ़ें? Anything that you want to discuss, add on to this? The fourth question that you should ask or should understand that out of all the things in the market catering the same problem, why should they buy? Here is the audience. Why should audience buy from you? And this is the most important question that decides the direction of the copy and the ad. कि आपका ad कितना अच्छा perform कर रहा है. आप Facebook scroll कर रहे हो, Instagram scroll कर रहे हो, even you don't care क्या ad आ रहा है क्या नहीं आ रहा है. But कुछ ads ऐसे होते हैं where you stop. So the next time when you see an ad and you stop, try to understand कि यार इसमें ऐसा क्या लिखा था that hit me. ठीक है, that made me click this ad or know more about this ad. So if you start observing, you will get a plenty of ideas and just take screenshot of those ideas. ठीक है, I'll save it for later कि हाँ मतलब maybe I might refer it बाद में. But this is really helpful. Here, out of all those thousands that you see, why did you stop to see this one particular ad? ठीक है, if you start taking those notes of those ads ना, आपको 1000 points मिल जाएंगे यार, मतलब ये ad इसलिए अच्छा कर रही है, ये ad इसलिए अच्छा कर रहा है. Copywriting is your observational skills also. And this question is important because अगर आप ad लिखने जा रहे हो, the differentiator यहाँ पे आ जाएगा. For example, Samsung है, iPhone है. I'm just giving the example of good brand because it's easier for us to think about it. So Samsung Galaxy के ads अगर आपने देखे होंगे, it's more, ठीक है. Whereas iPhone just talk about their camera and privacy. Yes, no, just type it so that I know कि are we understanding or not. Because unless you don't know why people are buying from you, Redmi, Oppo के phone are for camera filters.
Vijay, it's very simple that जो भी ad बनती है that should resonate with the customer. अगर वो resonate कर पा रहे हैं, they are able to understand, yes, this is meant for me. Be it a camera or be it a security feature or be it anything, तो वो ad ज़्यादा catchy होती है और बहुत ज़्यादा दिमाग में रहती है आपके पास. I mean, if the ad talks about your daily life, daily routine, जैसे कि नोट आते हैं सैमसंग के, तो वो रेजोनेट करते हैं फॉर द प्रोफेशनल्स. You can cut, copy, paste. You can write notes, free flow, and then S Pen and everything. So that is where the professionals, the C-level professionals, can resonate with that ad. तभी वो ad ज़्यादा लोगों को समझ में आती है. वो गैलेक्सी की नोट के ad हम जैसे मतलब अगर एक नॉर्मल स्टूडेंट है या एक एंट्री लेवल एम्प्लॉय उसको समझ में नहीं आएगी, क्योंकि वो कहेगा मेरे काम की नहीं है, मेरे पूरे दिन में I cannot use this phone instead of just watching a movie or a song and then clicking some photographs. Apart from that, वो phone उसके काम का नहीं है. But somebody who is a professional who is actually using all the applications, उसको meetings में बैठ के notes बनाने हैं या presentation cut slides करने हैं, तो he can do that. Or probably who is more into meetings, तो उसके लिए note काम आता है वहाँ पे ज़्यादा.
So even let's say Samsung is one company. Let's say there are 1,000 companies like Samsung who are getting the same audience, same features. Again, there has to be one point for each company for which they stand for, and that influences the buyer.
जैसे आपने अभी बात करी ना persona की, वो persona ही तो है. I mean, we shortlist a persona and then we create an ad for people.
मेरे हिसाब it's like how efficiently we are solving the problem of pain point of the customer, like something like this. कितना efficiently, कितना जल्दी हम लोग कर सकते.
There is persona वाला point whom we are selling and why should they buy from you. There is slight difference. Try to understand this. Let's say Apple एक company है. Apple जैसे 6 companies और आ रही. All these 6 companies are talking about privacy only. With the same audience. ठीक है. आप मीता फिक्शन ने same audience की ad देखी है, सब privacy की बात कर रहे हैं. But you went for a company जहाँ पे it was mentioned कि privacy while choosing home for work, for example. ठीक है. ये point बाकी 5 companies figure out नहीं कर पाए. But this 6 companies figure out कि हाँ मेरी जो audience है they are most critical about on Chrome. इस persona से clear हो जाती है, but again ad is all about trying testing. All these questions are somewhat related only. It might be might sound similar कि यार बाकी question भी same है, persona से बात बन जाएगी. But again you should know कि why should they buy, and this is very close to what we called as unique selling proposition. That will come to that. Then again, who is our competition? Easy peasy. These questions are helping you to get the content to write a copy. 90% job में ये होता है पता नहीं चलता लिखे क्या, हम बस हवा में सोच रहे होते हैं. We can't put magic out of thin air. हम ऐसे कुछ पेन घुमाएंगे ऐड बन नहीं जाएगा. It's very important to do the research for the product, and research के लिए it's very important to ask these questions and get the answers. Getting it?
Yeah.
Okay. Now coming to Puneet and Vishnu, the point you're telling, what is the most important thing to say? अब एक आईफोन है, उसका कैमरा भी अच्छा है, उसकी प्राइवेसी भी अच्छी है, उसके पास फीचर्स भी अच्छे हैं, whatever 5-10 फीचर्स हैं. बट आपके दिमाग में अगर आईफोन बोलो तो क्या आता है?
Glass.
कैमरा आता है, शॉट ऑन आईफोन, प्राइवेसी आती है, because that's what their ads are aligned, right?
Kidney.
Price, yes, expensive है.
Kidney,
yes. Because it's still expensive. That's okay. Jokes आते हैं, मतलब maybe that's something they did not want, but so the point is, आपने जो आपको अगर घड़ी बेचनी है, आपने 6 benefits बता लिए, but you have to figure out क्या सबसे important चीज क्या है. What is the most important thing to say, because your audience is already busy. उसके पास time नहीं है to understand क्या लिखा हुआ है. The art of marketing, it's not this is not coming from me, it is coming from the legends. The art of marketing is the repetition of one important thing. If you want to note it down, print it, just post on the wall where you're working. Understand this. Unless you don't figure out what is the most important thing to say, iPhone का ads, shot on iPhone, camera quality, privacy, just 2 things. उसके सारे ads इसके around revolve हो रहे हैं, right? They have cracked the code of privacy. अगर कोई बोलेगा तो iPhone ही आएगा. Status symbol, yes, that's a Kanishk, that's a marketing front. Status symbol, that is the end goal. यहाँ तक status symbol बन जाएगा, but सबके पास iPhone आ गया तो किस बात का status symbol, right? अभी मैं ad लिखने की जो मैं word लिखूंगा उसके बारे में बात कर रहा हूँ कि मुझे पता होना चाहिए what is one important thing to say. Marketing, copywriting, ads, वो सब मिक्स हो जाते हैं आपस में. बट अभी हम बस फिर रहे हैं कि हमें वर्ड लिखना, मैं बोल दे क्या होता है, एक आईफोन की फोटो है, उसमें मैं ऐसा क्या लिखूं, तो मैं क्या करूंगा, मैं पूछूंगा
data, keep your data safe or keep your privacy up to you, don't share, not share with others, privacy and data something.
yes, so I'll just repeat everything what I've said till now. अगर मैं एक कॉपीराइटर मुझे हायर किया गया कि ये मेरा आईफोन नहीं है, वैसे जो भी रेडमी, सो मुझे रेडमी सेल करना है. So first thing I'll ask client कि what are you selling? Is this product, this service, ठीक है, क्या features हैं, किस features के benefit क्या है, benefit of benefit क्या है, हम किसको बेच रहे हैं, ठीक है, हम कहाँ सेल कर रहे हैं, ऐड कहाँ जाने वाली है, and हमारे competitions कौन है इस same features के लिए. Then what is one important thing to say? इस रेडमी पर एक बात बतानी है किसी को, वो चीज क्या होगी, ठीक है. In a way, we out of all the cloud, all the 1,000 ideas, हम कर रहे हैं एक लाइन पे आएंगे, तो हमें सोचना नहीं पड़ेगा लिखने के लिए. We already know हमें लिखना क्या है, ठीक है. जो अभी आप हजारों चीजें सर्च कर रहे हो, copywriting आपको हजारों टेम्पलेट्स मिल जाएंगे, हजारों फॉर्मूलाज मिल जाएंगे, हजारों यूट्यूब पे लेक्चर्स हैं. But I did a lot of research to understand कि यार कहाँ दिक्कतें आती हैं. If I have a team at Things Lab जो काम कर रही है, if I'm understanding क्या ठीक है, ये कोर्सेज से हेल्प नहीं हो रही तो दिक्कत आ रही है. somebody saying कि unprofessional लग रहा है, प्रॉब्लम क्या है, प्रॉब्लम होती है कि we don't do our undue research of copywriting about product to come to the ideas, ठीक है. फिर हमारे दिमाग में पता ना, एक आर दिमाग इज वेरी मैजिकल, मतलब होता है क्या, इट्स आइडिया फॉर्मेशन होता है, ठीक है. अगर मैं आपको 4 बातें बोल दूं ना, आप उन 4 वर्ड्स को कहानी बना लेते हो. दैट व्हाट ब्रेन डज. सो व्हाइल यू डूइंग ऑल दिस रिसर्च ना, दिमाग आपको प्रोसेस कर रहा है कि हां मतलब ये चीजें एक ऑडियंस ये मैं ये सब चीजें बोल सकता हूं, ठीक है. Are we getting this? So your best offer, your clarity on what is that one message you're communicating, and just repeat it. Privacy, that's iPhone. Now look at this ad. Why do you think this ad is good? I mean, it's damn good, but why do you think it's good?
Short and precise.
Short and precise. Anything else?
Simplicity.
वो चीजें लिखी हुई है
Simple और straight.
चाहिए कस्टमर को.
Yes.
Straight.
These are good observations. One more thing is show versus tell. They could have just written privacy matters, but if you see now, you are not able to see the face of the guy, right? So I'll take this point आगे, just one point, but again that this example is come. तो जो आपका heading होता है ना, that should accompany the image. फिर ऐसे समझे जो आपका image है, that should accompany the heading, ठीक है. इसको और समझाने के लिए let's say second ad देखो iPhone पे here, because all good examples come from the same company, problem ही हो रही है. Welcome to the big screens.
A big part of Earth is visible. That's a big screen.
Exactly, that's a good observation. It's so big कि इन्होंने अर्थ कवर कर लिया हुआ है. So in a way कि वो जो image है उसको accompany कर रहे हैं. They're just not writing welcome to the screen. They're helping you imagine कि oh shit, this is the big screen, like the entire curve of the earth it could cover. Although it's an exaggeration and it's a part of copywriting and advertisement, but the idea is they know, they have just talked about big screen. यहाँ पे they're not saying privacy. So the most important thing here they're saying is the big screens. Here the most important thing they're saying is the privacy, right? And it's the reputation. अब यही privacy की बात है, ये घुमा फिरा के 100 तरीके से करेंगे, but they want you to understand and दिमाग में बिठाना चाहते हैं Apple वाले कि यार privacy की बात हो, you should think of an iPhone or Apple, whatever. Now coming to this last question. हमने अच्छा सा ad लिख दिया, but हमारे audience को पता नहीं क्लिक करना क्या है, बात करना है, क्या action है, call to action. जिसको कहते हैं call to action, right? Click here, click there, whatever. So it's a very silly thing to even explain, but होता क्या है ना, हमारा पर्पस जो होता है कॉपीराइटिंग का भी भूल जाते हैं. कभी कभार क्या होता है, क्लाइंट वांट ब्रांड अवेयरनेस, क्लाइंट जस्ट वांट अ बज, क्लाइंट जस्ट वांट अ पीआर पर्पस के लिए मैं लिख रहा हूँ, नॉट जस्ट सेल के लिए कर रहा हूँ. आई जस्ट वांट टू अनाउंस कि हाँ मतलब प्रोडक्ट आया, आई डोंट वांट यू टू सेल इट. Unless you don't understand what you exactly want your customer, you can't write a call to action. I'll repeat it, maybe it might have fumbled. Unless we don't want what we want from customer, we can't write a call to action. जब तक हमें नहीं पता कि हम ad लिख के आ रहे हैं और कस्टमर से क्या एक्शन करवाना है, we can't write a call to action. Clear? Any doubt on this simple question? Hello. Yes, no, let me just chat. Okay. So can anyone just summarize what we have just done? All the 7 questions in one go. Can anyone type or whatever, just say it in a scenario where you're working as a copywriter? Or shall I do it myself? Okay, just repeat after me. Okay. It's a class actually, so you have to do this. So हमारा जॉब लगा कॉपीराइटर का, ये रखने कंपनी में, इट्स अ गुड डील. अब हमें करना क्या है? Sir, can you show the 5th question slide again? Yes, I'll share this slide if you want, Sanket, and I'll let me just go back to the slide.
विजय कंटिन्यू करो और स्लाइड और वो बाद में रिकॉर्डिंग मिल जाएगी यार, प्लीज फ्लो मत खराब करो गाइस प्लीज.
Who's your competition? Who is your competition? Okay. So you got your job at Redmi. आपके सामने प्रोडक्ट मैनेजर बैठा हुआ है. First question will ask what are we selling, based on all the features. The second column will be benefit. What is the benefit of these features? The next column will be what will be the benefit of the benefit. उसको करने के बाद who are we selling to? Who is your audience? उसका पूरा आपने चार्ट बनाया. I'm just telling you how to be professional at work as a copywriter. ठीक है, ये चार्ट बन गया. अब आपका ऑडियंस पता लग गया, you have to find out. हम ये ad this प्लेटफॉर्म के लिए कर रहे हैं, वो फिर आउट कर लिया. Then you have to ask who is your competition, वो पता कर लिया. Then you have to ask one simple question: out of all the benefits, why do you think out of all the competition somebody is going to buy from you? ठीक है. Then you have to understand what is the call to action. Call to action could be pre-booking, could be know more about the product, could be order now, could be sales चल रही है, discount है, just get it, no whatever. Call to action depends. So this is what should happen in the discussion room, and that is when creativity happens. So this is the process. You can't just jump onto writing because you'll be clueless कि मैं लिखूं क्या. Trust me, this is the 99% problems of a copywriter. They don't know what to write. They just think, something I can come with something creative, witty, and my job is done. That's not how it works. You have to follow this process of, and it's not a framework. It's a process. Okay? Questions could be anything. These are the 7 questions. You could have 100 questions, or you could have just one question that will get you all the answers. और जब तक आपको answers मिल नहीं जाते, please don't move to pen and paper, because that's what a good copywriter will do, and that's what I have learned over a period of time. जब तक मेरे दिमाग में क्लियर नहीं है, जब तक I don't have that confidence in what I'm going to sell, I can't write it. आगे बढ़े, shall we proceed?
Yes sir.
Okay. अभी जो आपने एक एक्सरसाइज के स्टार्टिंग में याद है, you have written something, एक ऐड लिखा था आपने, you have all those notes, कहीं आपने सेव करा है? तो मैं अभी एक थोड़ा ज्ञान की बातें करूंगा. People care about themselves. True है?
Yes.
ठीक है. जो आपने एड लिखा है ना, जो आपने अभी एक्सरसाइज करी थी स्टार्टिंग में, जस्ट सी कि आपने अपने बारे में ज्यादा बात करी है कि अपने ऑडियंस के नीड्स के बारे में बात करी है. यू हैव जस्ट टॉक अबाउट द प्रोडक्ट और सर्विस और हाउ यू गोना सॉल्व द प्रॉब्लम्स ऑफ योर ऑडियंस. जस्ट चेक इट. Just check it so that you know कि आज मैं लिख रहा हूँ मेरा माइंडसेट क्या होना चाहिए. It's just for your understanding. I mean, it's okay. मतलब you never getting correct in one go, even when actually I do all these mistakes. But I want to understand कि एक बार उस चीज को एक्सरसाइज कराई थी ताकि you do a mapping. मैंने जो मेरा thought process है वो और बेटर हो सकता है if I just cater the people instead of my product. ठीक है? Can you just read about it? इसको पढ़ना. Our business has been serving people for over 20 years. We started as a small independent wholesaler and now we have 400 clients. Our excellent commitment to service has led us to ship higher quality products. ये कोई B2B कंपनी है जिसने अपने बारे में काफी कुछ लिखा हुआ है. Let's see इसने V कितनी बार यूज किया हुआ है. We are. So it's more about what they do, right? अपनी तारीफ करी इन्होंने. ठीक है. मैं ऑडियंस मैंने ये चीज पढ़ी है. अब मैंने सेम चीज उसके एक और होलसेलर है जिसने are you tired of wholesaler that don't deliver what they promise? Somebody who is asking me, somebody who is able to relate to my problems, somebody who thinks that I have a problem, they have a solution. So they have used you, your, you. Okay. So the first one that you saw was more about V मतलब product side. The second one that you saw was more about you मतलब audience side. Which one you think पढ़ने में लग रहा था कि है मतलब इसमें कुछ है मेरे लिए? What do you think? First one,
Audience
second?
side. Second one.
As plain as the Maggie, right? Simple है कि जो audience को cater कर रहा है. अब ऐसा भी हो सकता है. This is again debatable कि नहीं अगर वो work कर रहा हो सकता है वो चीज शायद चल जाए. That's a question. That's up to you. दोनों रन करना ads and just check कि कहाँ से ज़्यादा रिजल्ट आ रहा है. 90% times it's when you talk about your audience and their needs. Okay, this is again philosophy. Honesty sells. पहले होता था कि यार लोगों को बना दिया कि ठीक है weight loss products and all those products की हाँ मतलब थोड़ा हो जाओ. Even Fair Lovely has to change their strategy because now in modern scenario gimmick बोले तो उल्टे सीधे तरीके of selling does not work. You have to be honest. Does honesty mean कि आप कम बताओ अपने बारे में, अपनी तारीफ कम करो? Does that mean? It does not mean कि आप you don't tell whatever you're selling, but be transparent about it. It's again debatable. Some people might say कि नहीं हमारे product में flaws हैं. So ask your product team to work on that because it's again a statement. You might want to pin it down or just print it out and paste on the wall. A bad product can't survive on a good marketing. A good product can conquer the world with good marketing. ठीक है? अगर आपका product ही खराब है, आप कब तक चलाओगे? Someday it's gonna blast. Someday people gonna know about it. So that's not the strategy that you should follow. Now read this. Does this sound very honest to you?
No.
No.
It's a straight gimmick, right? अब इसमें he is promising you $10,000 in 3 months, in less than 3 months actually. ठीक है, be with me. Just अगर कहीं भी कुछ भी डाउट आता ना, please ask me, because I have put my time and energy with coming with these examples, and it is for us to understand कि यार मतलब एक चीज जो है about copywriting is writing. I can't just give you frameworks and structures. That will also come in the course, in the session that we are having right now. But it's important कि यार 1 + 1 = 2 आपने याद कर लिया, but question it कि 1 + 1 2 क्यों है. So इसलिए हम सब कर रहे हैं. ठीक है, आपने ये देखा, you will ignore this ad because you know कि ये gimmick है. The promise is $10,000 in 3 months. But again, if I am very honest about it, read this.
सही साउंड कर रहा है कि हाँ मतलब अट्रैक्टिव है, इसको आगे जाके इसका लिंक जरूर ओपन करूंगी.
Right, because here what I have done, I'm just being honest with the audience कि ठीक है, ये ऐसा नहीं है कि मशीन है आप करके you'll get the money. And मैं promise $10,000 ही कर रहा हूँ. मैंने अपना प्रोडक्ट का वैल्यू नहीं घटाया. I have not like degraded my value and whatever I'm providing. But the point is the way I have written. So this is your job, sirs and ma'am. This is where you come in. This is where you have to explain to the client. Client might say कि नहीं यार हमारा प्रोडक्ट परफेक्ट है and let's एक दो झूठ बोलने से कुछ नहीं हो जाएगा. But नहीं, you have to be stubborn, and the more stubborn you are, the more you get paid. Mostly experience. ठीक है, so you have to be stubborn on the point that you're talking about, and then you start doing magical things as a copywriter. So बातें मैंने सेम करी है. What I've molded is कि I've taken it in a direction where I'm honest with my audience, right? आगे बढ़े?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
अभी एक ad होता है, एक ad में एक विजुअल होता है, एक हेडलाइन होती है, एंड कुछ लाइन लिखी होती है, कॉल टू एक्शन होता है. एक बेसिक स्ट्रक्चर ऐड का ही है. इसमें बहुत सारे वेरिएशंस आएंगे, बट अभी हम इसी स्ट्रक्चर पे चल रहे हैं. एंड द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट ऑफ योर एड इज योर हेडलाइन. अभी हम आगे हेडलाइन कवर करेंगे. ठीक है, सो हेडलाइन इज द 80% ऑफ योर जॉब. अगर आपने हेडलाइन क्रैक कर ली तो आपका 80% दर्द ऑफ राइटिंग एन एड खत्म हो जाएगा. एंड द मेन पर्पस ऑफ योर हेडलाइन इज टू स्टॉप द स्क्रॉलर जो स्क्रॉल कर रहा है, फिर कोई ड्राइव करते जा रहा है, उसको देख गया बिलबोर्ड, somebody who's reading newspaper, okay, आज की ताजा खबर, but oh, this ads look more interesting than ताजा खबर, right? Unless you feel, I'll come to the point, headline में क्या लिखना चाहिए, क्या लिखना चाहिए. That is something which you have the idea, because those 7 questions help you figure out कि आपका headline क्या हो सकता है. The big idea था ना यार, out of all the feature benefit, which is the benefit of benefit that's gonna make people buy from you. You have figured it out through all that research. Now अब उसको interesting कैसे बनाएं? That is something जो हम आगे सीखेंगे. जब तक आपने जो भी लिखा हुआ है या फिर जो आप कभी आगे लिखोगे, unless you feel कि यार इसको लोग पढ़ेंगे and they would be compelled as in they would be curious to know more, or they might go through an emotion, उनको कुछ जब तक feel नहीं होगा ना, वो headline approve मत करना. ठीक है, even if the client says कि नहीं we should go for it, ultimately सुननी client की है. But again, if you give your points up कि नहीं sirs or ma'am, whatever the client is, नहीं, what you feel कि this is not compelling or people might scroll it, say it, because unless you don't do that, the client might not understand की problem कहाँ आ रही है. He might switch to a different copywriter. But your job is to make client understand why this is going to work. So unless headline is not serving two purpose, which is stopping and compelling, do not finalize the headline. Good to go? So what actually makes a good headline? We already talked. अभी सिर्फ हम revision करेंगे. Clear communicated to reader, privacy matters, very clear. Big screen, very clear, right? Clarity होनी चाहिए. The reader is interested and wants to learn more. Curiosity. अब let's take a very simple example. Run 50 kilometers. Okay, sorry, let's take the example of a bike. somebody who can give a example of a bike, yeah, bike brand, somebody who drives car, bike, whatever.
KTM.
Okay. So अगर मुझे KTM के बारे में एक हेडलाइन लिखनी है जो क्यूरियोसिटी बढ़ा दे, so एक लाइन बताओ यार somebody की KTM लोग क्यों खरीदे, just tell me a line. Let's say KTM can go to a speed of 80 kilometers in 3 seconds. I haven't drove KTM in my life. I'm just assuming. Can I take it? A KTM can go 80 kilometers in 3 seconds. This is the USP of KTM. ठीक है? अब इसको मुझे curiosity और बढ़ानी होगी ना. So what do you have to do ना? Remove 1 or 2 words from it. The KTM can go these many kilometers in 3 seconds. You won't believe. So what I've done, I have removed an element and that made people curious कि अच्छा कितना किलोमीटर जा सकता है, फिर लोग आगे पढ़ेंगे. You getting what I'm trying to say कि इसको curiosity कैसे बनाएं? हमारे पास USP आ चुका है. हमारे पास USP क्या है? KTM can go 80 kilometers in 3 seconds. ये मेरा USP है, but इसको headline कैसे बनाएंगे? KTM can go these many kilometers in 3 seconds. You won't believe. Okay, so how many kilometers? This word, or KTM can go 80 kilometers in this much of time. You won't believe. So what is that time? उसके लिए मैं नीचे पढ़ूंगा. So there you have the curiosity factor and you have captured the attention. ये point समझ में आया? Yes, no. Just give a chat.
Yes, sir.
Cool.
Yes, sir.
If it's getting too much overwhelming, take a break. But it's yes. And when I'm telling all these points, ना try to map जो आपने लिखा है, try to think हाँ कि मेरा curiosity वाला headline है कि नहीं है, इसमें और मैं क्या add कर सकता था, कर सकती थी, right? Okay, tested advertising method, self-interest, news, curiosity. Self-interest we have covered. People care about themselves. People care about news also. For example, new phone, new car, new bike, pre-booking hoti hai for all these things. So, and this has nothing to do with the what your ad. But if your ad has these 3 things, so it's good. If it has a self-interest, it has a news, it has a curiosity factor. These are self-explanatory points. Once you get the PPT, you will get the ideas. We have already covered a part of it, so I'll just move forward with it. यहाँ तक आप clear? Are we clear यहाँ तक?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now coming back to the headline. This section is not important, so be with me. Chat. Yes. Okay. Cool. Clear versus clever. So now this gets really interesting. Sometimes people say it's smart ads, very clear ads. Sometimes it's again you should be simple. Although I prefer being clever at sometimes, but the truth is, my friends, being clear is much beneficial than being clever. ठीक है? Because आपका ऑडियंस के पास एक चांस मिला, आपने ऐड रन किया हुआ, आपके पैसे लग चुके हैं, आपकी ऑडियंस ने ऐड पढ़ा, फुर्का भी, बट उसको एक बार में नहीं समझ में आया. He might not be that generous to थोड़ा टाइम स्पेंड करे. जैसे वो ट्रैक भी वाला ऐड उनके पास ना, जो हमारे फोन से वो पढ़ा हुआ था, राइट? अगर वो ऐड ऑडियंस के जॉगिंग करता है, बट इन केस ऑफ बाउंस.
सर आपकी वॉइस ब्रेक हो रही है.
हेलो
सर आपकी वॉइस ब्रेक हो रही थी.
हेलो, am I clear now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so the point I'm saying here is being clever is good, but क्लेवर के चक्कर में अगर मेरे ऑडियंस के ऊपर से ऐड बाउंस हो गया, सो देयर इज नो यूज ऑफ इट। ठीक है, सो क्रिएटिविटी एक हद तक होनी चाहिए। अगर क्रिएटिविटी आपका सेल नहीं कर रहा है, सो हैव टू चेंज द स्ट्रेटजी। एंड जस्ट इन केस यू डोंट नो व्हाट टू डू, जस्ट बी क्लियर कि आप क्या करने वाले हो। इफ यू जस्ट रीड द पॉइंट 3, नेक्स्ट टाइम यू विल गेट द चेक versus earn $200 more per month. Which one is more clear? Earn 200 more per month, right? It's very clear. I'm trying to be very clever here. You'll get the check, sign your check, whatever. Like, I'm trying to say the same point. Yeah, you'll get the money. But here I'm very clear. Yeah, per month. Okay? One again example I'll take. Privacy matters. Simple है. ठीक है, इसको मैं क्लियर कर देता हूँ कि they'll never know what happened in Las Vegas. It stays in Las Vegas. एक है ना कि what happened in Fight Club stays in Fight Club. So they'll never know what happened in Fight Club because what happens in Fight Club stays in Fight Clubs. Privacy matters. I'm trying to say the same thing, but I'm giving a reference of some Bollywood movie, Hollywood movie, and मेरे ऑडियंस के ऊपर से गया। एक दो ऑडियंस ऐसा होगा कि यार दिस इज वेरी स्मार्ट, बट 98 ने कहा कि मेरे को समझ में नहीं आया, आई वोंट क्लिक इट, बट जस्ट प्राइवेसी मैटर्स में लिख दिया, वो सबको समझ में आ गया। सो व्हिच वन इज अ बेटर एड, व्हाट डू यू थिंक?
जिसमें क्लियरली लिखा है,
क्लियरली, राइट?
$201.
Yeah. So again, if you want to print something, this is again what I'm to say. Clever ads will get you rewards. Clear ads will get your client money. ठीक है, तो कई बार क्या होता है कि कुछ एड्स जानबूझ के क्लेवर बनाए जाते हैं ताकि एक हो कि हाँ मतलब एक अवार्ड मिल गया, इट वाज वेरी क्रिएटिव, बट अल्टीमेटली फॉर वर्किंग फॉर क्लाइंट, क्लाइंट इज पेइंग यू मनी। वैल्यू फॉर मनी आपको क्लैरिटी से ही आएगी विद क्लियर एड्स। व्हाट इज 3? Okay, third point. Okay. Sell the cure, not the prevention. Can somebody think of an experience of the product that you bought, and that, because I want to discuss this point. Can you think of a product where you bought it because it cured something and not prevented it?
विटामिन सी फॉर कोरोना, लाइक हम लोगों ने सबने खरीदा हुआ जिसको हुआ होगा, was recommended, या फिर नीम ग्लोए भी यूज ड्यूरिंग कोरोना।
Yes, that's a good example. इस पूरे सिनेरियो में लेट मी एक्सप्लेन टू यू। ठीक है, अब जो वैक्सीन थी, ठीक है, what vaccine was doing ना, that was preventing in a way. ठीक है, मास्क was preventing in a way, but स्टार्टिंग में रेजिस्टेंस बहुत थी ना, लोग वैक्सीन लगवा रहे थे, नहीं लगवा रहे थे, राइट? बट अगर मेरे पास दो ऑप्शन होता, मुझे कोविड है, ठीक है, I have to get the medicine. Let's hope किसी को ना हो. It's a very wrong example during this point of time. But मुझे फीवर है. Let's example मुझे फीवर है अभी, ठीक है, मैंने पैरासिटामोल ले लिया. अगर पैरासिटामोल मुझे ये बोलता आपको 10 दिन बाद फीवर नहीं होगा और मुझे अभी फीवर नहीं है, so do you think the chances of me buying paracetamol is more or less or complex? Or it's very simple. पैरासिटामोल मुझे बोलता है कि इसको खा लो, आपको बारिश में फीवर नहीं होगा, ठीक है, और मुझे फीवर हो चुका है, पैरासिटामोल बोलता है कि आप खा लो, फीवर खत्म हो जाएगा, फीवर नहीं होगा, फीवर क्योर हो जाएगा. सो डू यू थिंक जब मुझे फीवर है तब मैं लूंगा या फिर एक फ्यूचरिस्टिक एंटिसिपेशन के लिए मैं लूंगा पैरासिटामोल?
होने के बाद फीवर,
राइट? सो ये स्लाइड का पर्पस ये था कि जब आप ऐड लिख रहे हो ना, जो करंट प्रॉब्लम्स है अभी आपके ऑडियंस की, उसको कैटर करो. सो इफ यू गिव मी अ ब्रांड, कैन यू गिव मी अ ब्रांड फॉर एग्जांपल अदर देन ऑल द फेमस आईफोन हो गया, कुछ अलग ब्रांड लो, कुछ फार्मास्यूटिकल, कुछ अच्छे नए ब्रांड लो. Just type in.
मैंने एक ब्रांड केटर किया था on Amazon. If you can
Which
go
was brand?
Wait World. Indian नहीं है, UK में. If you will search on Amazon.uk, you
Yeah,
will find it.
what does it sell?
Multivitamins and vitamin and minerals, vitamin C, ashwagandha, and all everything.
Okay, is it for weight loss or something?
Sorry.
Is it for weight loss?
नहीं, like
in general body health.
हाँ, body health and care में.
अब मेरे पास X ब्रांड है, एक विटामिन पिल है. मेरे पास मैंने दो ऐड लिखे हैं. एक ऐड लिखा कि eat vitamin pill and get a healthy sleep today. ठीक है? मैंने लिखा दूसरा ऐड लिखा eat this vitamin pill and you will be a healthy person at the age of 60. I better sleep. I'm promising is a good sleep, but एक में मैं बोलूँ
आवाज ब्रेक हो रही है.
Again, your voice is breaking.
I'm so sorry about it. Is it the fan? क्या पंखे की आवाज आ रही है?
नहीं सर, बफर जैसा हो रहा है, अटक रहा है, बीच बीच में क्रैकिंग हो रही है.
Okay, so I'll repeat it again. मेरे पास एक विटामिन पिल है, which is helping for good sleep. ठीक है? मैंने सेम चीज के दो ऐड लिखे. एक ऐड मैंने लिखा eat this pill and sleep happily tonight. ठीक है? Don't go on the language of the ad, sleep happily and doesn't mean. ठीक है? Second मैंने लिखा eat this pill daily and you will be a healthy person at the age of 60 by a healthy sleep cycle. मैंने एक में प्रॉमिस किया कि आपको अभी एज नींद आएगी, एक में प्रॉमिस किया कि 60 साल की एज तक आप हेल्दी रहोगे. सो द चांसेस ऑफ बाइंग योर पिल आज के लिए रहेगा कि 60 साल के लिए मैं सोचूंगा कि मतलब तब तक मैं खा सकता हूं. व्हाट डू यू थिंक?
आज के लिए.
राइट. व्हाट इज प्रेसिंग? पार्डन?
Yes. Continue.
So the reason I'm giving you all these examples and I'm having this discussion because आपको ऐसा लगे हाँ ये जो बता रहे हो सही है. Just think मैं बकवास कर रहा हूँ and contradict it and then we can have the discussion. ठीक है, इसलिए मैं example दे रहा हूँ. Because that's how mind works. कि हाँ अगर मेरा problem अभी का चल रहा है, I'll solve it. Who has seen what's going to happen after 6 years, right? And there's a concept of you only live once. YOLO. सारे brands उसके ऊपर चल रहे हैं. Weekend पर enjoy कर लो, this कर लो, that कर लो. They are giving you instant, right? अभी अपने problems को solve करो, बाद में किसने देखा? That's the idea of entire slide that we discussed just right now. That cure, prevention and cure. ठीक है? Even if you have doubts, your ad चल रहा नहीं चल रहा, just write 3 to 5 headlines and test it. This is the most important thing. And this is where we fail. And all the platforms, Facebook ads, LinkedIn ads, YouTube ads, Google ads, all these platforms offers you the chance to test your ads, but people fail it. You have the option to give 3 headlines, 3 pictures, 3 paragraphs, 3 description for each product when you're advertising on these platforms. Sometimes you don't use it so that you get to know here. If I'm investing 5 rupees, this is the return I'm getting 100 rupees का. एक दूसरा ad है, I'm investing 3 rupees, I'm getting 100 return. So just go for 3 वाला. But आपको पता है चला because you did some test. आपको दिखा क्या है? मैंने 3 ad run किए and this one is performing better. So don't shy away from writing 3 to 5 headlines and just test it. Are we good? Are we okay on this? Yes, no?
Yes, sir.
Now, यहाँ तक तो हो गया कि हाँ मतलब ये तो रिसर्च हो गया, ज्ञान की बात हो गई. छोटे छोटे टिप्स आप लिख रहे हो ना, सो राइट इन प्रेजेंट टेंस. ठीक है, इसके लिए मैं साइंस नहीं बता पाऊंगा साइंस से क्यों, बट प्रेजेंट टेंस इज थोड़ा ड्रामेटिक एंड इट ऑक्युपाइज लेस स्पेस. ठीक है, just to give you an example, you will become a better copywriter. This is in take this course and you will become a better copywriter. This is in future tense, right? And if I say take this course, become a copywriter, good copywriter today. right? So this is again a continuation of the same point. Here abhi jo problem hai, it has to be in present tense. इसके दो reason है. People check for the problems that are pressing them at this moment, and present tense occupies less space. And as a copywriter, your job is to minimize what you are writing. The attention span that comes in. I'm not just checking all the basic things. Attention span to all come ho chuki log ki. So that's the thing. You have to think of attention span and words come करने के लिए write in present tense, and present tense is for the dramatic. As the literature says, you can search for yourself. Don't take as I'm saying. Okay. So this coming to the another part. I think I have explained कि जो आपका image है ना, आपके headline के साथ sublime करना चाहिए, and not the body copy. Because लोग body copy पढ़े ना पढ़े. Body copy is everything other than your headline. ठीक है? अगर मेरा इतने में काम चल जाएगा ना, तो मुझे body copy बहुत कम लिखना पड़ेगा. So you have to think just not in terms of text, but also in terms of visual. This point it takes a lot of practice to eventually understand here किस line के साथ क्या image जाएगा, ठीक है? But always remember कि आप कुछ भी visual नहीं डाल सकते. इसका पूरा point ये है, ठीक है? That's also another chapter and another session कि हम इसके साथ क्या visual जाएगा. But just remember कि आपका visual and आपका headline should be in sync. Any questions on this? Because I feel this is a point that can be discussed. How to choose it? If you think any ideas clear how the what visual and how to think of a visual. I have one idea I can share, but I just want to hear from you guys. Okay. So I think I forgot the name was that somebody just shared ना कि एक daily routine में आपका product कैसे use हो रहा है. Who shared the point? So it was that the guy I forgot it. Okay. So just understand this. Hello, again it's breaking down. Hello, अभी clear आ रहा है?
Yes, sir. अभी clear.
I'm so sorry यार, बता दिया करो. Just mute कर बताओ, because chat पढ़ो ना पढ़ो तो फिर problem होगी. Okay. So अगर ये मेरा phone है, visual, how to think of visual? Let me just explain you. कि मेरा phone है. अब ये phone में daily routine में कैसे use कर रहा हूँ? Maybe if I'm walking or I'm clicking a picture, right? Or I'm just sending a message, or maybe it's night time and I'm just scrolling Instagram. So these are the some scenarios where I'm using the product, and that could be a visual for my ad. So don't just think, हाँ मतलब
आवाज कट रही है फिर से.
Hello.
आवाज ब्रेक बहुत हो रही है.
वॉइस ब्रेक हो रही है आपकी.
Can you hear me now? Hello. Can you hear me now?
Yes, better.
Yes.
Okay. So this was one example of phone आपने समझा visual कैसे सोचना है. Now, for example, if I'm selling this cup, एक ये cup है जो खाली एक मैंने दिखाया था चाय है. So which visual is more appealing?
चाय के साथ.
Right? That's even snacks होंगे आसपास तो और better हो जाएगा. Although it's a job of designer, visual आएगा. Yeah.
Again, sir. Sir, please repeat. It's again breaking.
What I'm saying कि the part of visual comes under the designer, but a copywriter should know what visual will accompany their text. ठीक है? Visual point repeat कर दो. Okay. Visual point is imagine करो कि जो आपका product या service है आपके audience के daily routine में कहाँ fit हो रहा है, and use it as a visual. Clear? Yes.
Yes,
So
sir.
yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Clear.
Again, this is a job of designer also to think of a visual, but as a copywriter, as a smart copywriter, आपको ऑल्सो थिंक ऑफ क्या विजुअल जा सकता है। कुछ कुछ एड्स होते हैं जहाँ पे टेक्स्ट भी नहीं होता, जस्ट विजुअल डज द मैजिक।
Yes, sir.
Okay. Have you heard about AIDA, AIDA?
No, sir.
Right. So अभी तक हमने इतना इंफॉर्मेशन कलेक्ट कर लिया कि यार हेडलाइन की हो सकती है, ये फीचर्स के प्रोडक्ट है। अब हमने हेडलाइन लिख ली है, बाकी बॉडी कॉपी क्या करें, कैसे लिखें, हमारे पास कितनी सारी बातें आ चुकी है, राइट। तो एक बहुत फेमस फ्रेमवर्क लोग यूज करते हैं, बहुत सारे एड्स में आपको दिख जाएगा। इट वंस यू नो ना कि क्या होता है, यू विल बी एबल टू आइडेंटिफाई कि यार attention, let me just explain this. A is for attention, I is for interest, D is for desire, A is for action. Overwhelm मत हो जाओ कि कोई बहुत टफ चीज है, it's the most basic चीज, and once we see an example ना बहुत क्लियर हो जाएगा। तो attention ऐसा समझो कि मैं स्क्रॉल कर रहा हूँ इंस्टाग्राम, मुझे एक ऐड दिखा, मैं रुक गया, अब मैं हेडलाइन पढ़ के रुका, विजुअल देख के रुका, दैट इज द अटेंशन पार्ट, ठीक है। सो एज अ कॉपीराइटर जो मेरा अटेंशन कैप्चर करेगा, दैट वुड बी द हेडलाइन और द विजुअल और कंबाइंड, ठीक है। इंटरेस्ट पार्ट है, मैं रुक तो गया, बट इज इट रियली फॉर मी, मैं ऑडियंस हूँ, मैं पूछ रहा हूँ इज दिस एड रियली फॉर मी। वहां पे आपको लिखना है यस दिस एड इज रियली फॉर यू, ये नहीं लिखना है, बट राइट समथिंग दैट विल मेक ऑडियंस फील कि यार ये मेरे लिए इंटरेस्टिंग है, ठीक है। देन कम्स डिजायर पार्ट, अगर मैंने ये चीज खरीद ली तो मेरी लाइफ कैसे चेंज होगी, ठीक है। वहां पे आपको लिखना है कि अगर तुमने खरीद लिया तो तुम्हारी लाइफ ऐसे चेंज होगी, ठीक है। देन एक्शन पार्ट, अगर लाइफ चेंज कर रही है तो क्लिक करो, जस्ट एग्जांपल। नाउ गिव मी अनदर ब्रांड, वी डू दिस लाइव एक्सरसाइज कि हम ट्राई करते हैं यार, let's see ki how does this AIDA framework works. कोई भी एग्जांपल दे दो यार। Anyone, an example? Need a break? OnePlus फोन है, ठीक है, OnePlus ठीक है, जस्ट फॉर द प्रैक्टिस। OnePlus एक फोन है। अब मेरा पहला काम एज अ कॉपीराइटर क्या है, टू राइट हेडलाइन कंप्लीट विजुअल, ठीक है। अब मेरे पास OnePlus एक फोन है, एक बंदा दिख रहा है, ठीक है। Be a plus in your life. Abhi just don't think of the, okay, let me think of a better headline. Give me a better headline for this OnePlus. Okay, be smart. Right. So I can write OnePlus is equal to something. I can go with the feature, or those who can't afford Apple, try once. Okay, nice. So this is a competition battle. Okay, right. This will capture the headline. ठीक है. So let's go with this headline. Ki, those who can't afford Apple can try it once. So मैं scroll कर रहा हूँ. Okay, shit. Okay, this is interesting. मैं रुक गया. तो मेरा copywriter मेरा काम था, मैंने वो line लिख दी है. It's good to see the participation. Great UI, extra plus, right? Okay, one good line. It's good to be plus size. I mean, kind of sexist, but this could be another headline. Update yourself. Okay, guys, I get it. Good work, great participation. ठीक है, I think the attention part clear. तो headline is the attention part. हमने headline लिख दी है. Now जो हमने headline लिखी है, that comes under attention part. वो चीज हो गया. अब मुझे क्या लिखना है? Interesting part. Interesting part में क्या हो सकता है? Some benefits of OnePlus that will appeal to the audience. Plus smart. Okay. So now we have written plus smart. So what will make people smart, feel smart with this product? That is the interesting part. So plus smart could be a student need not always carry a notebook with them. This phone is more than enough. Just an example. Okay. अब मैं बैग लेके चल रहा हूँ यार, shit, this feels heavy, right? Studying shouldn't be a burden. I'm just giving example कि इस फोन में आप notes बना सकते हो, ठीक है? Desire part. What makes me desire it? What balance? What amount is needed to buy this? Is this EMI option available? How much time is this durable? What will happen if I use this? All those parts comes under desire part, and to buy now, click here, or to pre-book, click here. So in a nutshell, I'm trying to explain कि आपके पास information already है with all those questions that you asked, all those exercises that you did before. हाँ मतलब इसका USP क्या है, इसका competition advantage क्या है, all those points that are understood, वो आपके पास already content है, आपको structure देना है. And that is where your new best friend ADA comes in. This is the structure that you will follow. I'm not saying this is the only structure. There are thousands of structures. Again, some ads have more structure. But once you're beginning, just to be on safe side, you can use this structure. Productive and creative. Yes, if you're selling one smart OnePlus 2, somebody is a creative field. So productivity and creativity is something they strive for. So you can talk about that. I'll give an example. This is the same point I've repeated. Grab their attention, interest them, strengths, facts, features, results, testimonials. Make them see. If you just see this now, this does your job easier. I'll share this slide. Grab their attention, headline कर दिया. मैंने कुछ facts बता दिए, results बता दिए, testimonial दे दिया client. कोई और user क्या बोलता है about the product. Make them see how great things are with the product. Once they start using, what will happen to them, and then call to action. This is very simple structure. अब प्रॉब्लम क्या होती है ना कि हमारे पास एक कंटेंट नहीं होता कि हम लिखे क्या. बट इफ यू जस्ट फॉलो दोस 7 क्वेश्चंस एंड द बेसिक पॉइंटर्स दैट वी डिस्कस्ड, आपके पास एक कंटेंट मिल जाएगा. आपका जॉब इतना आसान रहेगा. जस्ट टू हैव टू जस्ट फिट इन दिस स्ट्रक्चर. गेट इट? एग्जांपल, योर मॉम कॉल्ड एंड शी सेज शी वांट्स पिज़्ज़ा. दिस इज अटेंशन ग्रैब. मैं स्क्रॉल कर रहा हूं, मुझे दिखा शिट. ओके, दिस इज इंटरेस्टिंग, दिस इज एक्साइटिंग, एंड आई नो कि दिस इज समबडी हु सेल्स पिज़्ज़ा. Attention grab हुआ. Moving ahead, we got कि हाँ interesting part क्या है. Sunday, prove your mom whatever. This is written. This is the interesting part. I'm just trying to break it down. हर एक ad में ये structure होता है. Just go on. Don't go on the wording क्या लिखा है, क्यों लिखा है. Just see क्या interesting structure है. Then desire है कि okay, she spends time in kitchen and this Mother's Day, just gift it. Gift the pizza. And then you have call to action. This ad has this structure, right? Attention, interest, desire, action. So if you see every ad nowadays what every ad, irrespective of the time frame, just do this activity. Push ad ka screenshot lo and try to understand each other. This is the attention part, this is the interest part, this is desire part, this is the action part. आपको तो सारे ads में चीज दिख जाएगी. Text ads की बात कर रहा हूँ. वीडियोस में शायद वो चीज ना पता लगे, बट वीडियोस में चीज होगा. अगर आपको YouTube thumbnail होता है ना, that is the attention. आप YouTube पे देखते हो thumbnail, that is capturing the attention. आप खोलते हो, so they'll say something like कि अगर आपने ये 5 चीजें सीख ली, you won't be poor. Okay, this captured your interest because we all are poor. Actually, we are working hard for the money, right? And then they'll say कि you buy their course and you'll become rich. They have just got a desire here. You provoke to buy that course because they teach you to be rich. Very relevant example, but I'm breaking down क्या videos में ये structure follow होता है. ठीक है, it's very simple. अब just in case if this is also confusing, just in case this gets confusing कि क्या एडा क्या करे क्या नहीं करे. So जो आपने पूरा रिसर्च करा है ना, अच्छा ये ऑडियंस है, ये ऑडियंस का पेन पॉइंट है, ये फीचर है, ये बेनिफिट है. Think of the most important thing, then the second most important thing, then the third most important thing. फिर लगता है कि इतने में बात बन जाएगी call to action. For example, this cup, all I know, easy to handle, can have 50 ml of tea. Information है, मेरा टॉप मोस्ट इंफॉर्मेशन आएगा कि इजी टू हैंडल, सेकंड आएगा डज नॉट ब्रेक, थर्ड है कितनी क्वांटिटी. बस मैंने ये स्टेशन लिख दिया, क्लिक हियर टू बाय नाउ. As simple as that. The most important information on top, the second most, उसके नीचे the third most. Even if you just keep these things in mind now, your job will be done. Voice is not clear. Is it clear now? Yes, no. कहाँ से? Did we get this slide? ये slide समझ में आई? Okay, cool. And in the end of this like session, there is small exercise just so that you grasp everything that we have discussed. And this slide is like the icebreaker of copywriting. आपको नहीं पता वो क्या लिखना है, you just know कि यार ये सबसे important चीज ये है जो ऑडियंस को जाननी चाहिए. उसके बाद ये, उसके बाद ये है, उसके बाद जो भी आ रहा है वो बेकार चीजें आ रही है. Just end the ad. ठीक है? Good to go. And ये तब try करना when you have difficulty with trying ADA structure, attention, interest, desire, action part. Just go with the as simple as that. सबसे important चीज मैं ये बताऊंगा. I am repeating it so that you understand. Okay. अब if you're writing ADA part ना आपको नहीं पता ना कि क्या करना चाहिए क्या नहीं करना चाहिए. So think of all the objections that your audience might have. All the objections. कि this, for example, this is the simple cup. Objection could be इसका कलर नहीं अच्छा है, इसका साइज नहीं अच्छा है, इसका प्राइस बहुत महंगा है. Your job as a copywriter is to address all those objections in the interest and desire part. Attention is the headline. Interest, desire में अपने objection handle कर लिया, and call to action, buy now or click here to buy now, whatever the action you want to give it to the audience. What I'm trying here is to ease your job. आपने research करके all those 7 questions और जो pointers थे, you have the information. Now what I'm helping you to organize that information in ad के form में. Clear? Give me an yes or no so that we know we're moving forward अच्छे से and you getting some value. Cool. Thank you. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. Good. Open with a proactive question. It always works. If you see an ad, do you want to learn copywriting? Yes. You would say yes, right? So you might want to read again. So that's very simple. Even if you don't know anything about copywriting, just open with the proactive questions. All these points na ki put the point of important information pehle, objection handle karo, open the proactive questions. These are the helping hands. Initial days of the copywriting career, or maybe in some cases after 5-10 years this might work. So that you don't stay clueless कि क्या लिखना क्या नहीं. ठीक है? You can have a question. Zinger is controversial or proverb or a quote that you have seen a few ads. I don't remember this ad, but if you have seen this ad, Sada Sukhe Raho, एक रेनकोट का ad है. I have forgot the brand.
Zeal रेनकोट्स आते हैं.
Sada Sukhi Raho is a line. What they did ना, उन्होंने इसको हल्का सा change. Sada Sukhe Raho. So this is called a zinger. Because it's interesting, it can be recalled easily, and it brings a smile to the faces. And that's very simple. सब research उन्हें करी क्या quality market में क्या नहीं, and they went with the zinger. People like यार कोई competitive advantage नहीं है, कोई ऐसा USP नहीं जो बात कर पाए. So they went कि यार ठीक है, let's write something that will entertain people. So that's a zinger.
एक उसका भी तो दो विजय, क्या नाम है आजकल क्या चल रहा है, फॉक चल रहा है.
Yes, फॉग वाला, that's a great example, thank you sir. जो ऐड आता था और भाई क्या चल रहा है, फॉग चल रहा है, it has nothing to do with उसमें क्या क्वालिटी है, क्या फीचर है, क्या है. So how did they figure out कि मुझे ये चीज बोलनी है? उसके लिए हजारों टेस्ट कर रहे थे कि which one is working much more better, ठीक है. And they were with the zinger कि हाँ मतलब क्या चल रहा है, फॉग चल रहा है, ठीक है. And you will find a lot of examples that are zinger. What good example that we see nowadays zinger जैसा? I can't think of now, but yes.
दिमाग की बत्ती जला.
Yeah, that's a good example. मतलब कैसे जीप लपाई मिंटॉस पर दिमाग की बत्ती जलाओ. इसमें उन्होंने मिंटॉस से कुछ लेना ही नहीं है कि माउथ फ्रेश होगा, कि मिंट फ्लेवर आएगा, क्या होगा. एक जिंगर है. हाँ, they said something funny and people laughed and bought it.
जैसे पल्स के केस में पल्स प्राण जाए पर पल्स ना जाए टाइप्स.
Yes. प्राण जाए पर वचन ना जाए. They have made a zinger of it. कि प्राण जाए पर पल्स ना जाए. Good examples. I feel सब एकदम up to date है अभी. Start with an arresting fact. कोई fact बता दो कि out of 10 doctors no recommend XYZ.
ये बहुत कॉमन है. का भी आया विजय, LIC का बड़ा फेमस है, जिंदगी के साथ भी जिंदगी के बाद भी.
Yes.
बड़ा क्या.
Yes. But sir, this is more about and itself is a zinger. हाँ मतलब लोग LIC वाला यूज करके और भी एड्स बना सकते हैं. इतना ज्यादा वो एक कल्ट हो चुका है दैट हेडलाइन टैगलाइन.
जैसे कि इंश्योरेंस कंपनी करती है इंटरेस्टिंग फैक्ट में कि हमने 90% क्लेम्स दिए, 96% क्लेम्स दिए इस साल.
Yes. We closed this year with let's say 96. So all this little thing I'm telling you ना कि just in case कि यार क्लाइंट बोलता है 10 मिनट में आइडिया चाहिए, और I'll share this slide, आपको सारी चीजें मिल जाएंगी. This will help your job. But एक अच्छे लेवल पे यार एडा वाला स्ट्रक्चर हो गया, all those questionnaire of 7 questions, do the research, because what जिंदगी के साथ जिंदगी के बाद भी हो सकता है ना. During market research they might have come here, shit, this line can be used. So once you start doing research now, the brain has a lot of subconscious power. वो ideas आते, कहते हैं नींद में एक thought आया था और वो ऐड बना दिया था. That happens if you think of product, you sleeping over the product all day and night, उसके बारे में सोच रहे हो ना, so it just clicks. Now we'll take Google Ads. अब ये सब बातें होगी. Let's be very specific and write like a search engine. अभी it's very competitive and ads run करते Google पे. So we'll just take few examples and we will try to understand why this is good or bad. Okay? So I want just to be active because this is where you're gonna talk. बढ़े आगे?
Sure.
Yes.
This is the most enthusiastic batch I've seen, honestly, because it's already been, I think, 2 hours. Okay. So Google Ads just basic चीजें कि headline 30 characters, description 90 characters. Remember this thing, ठीक है? Clear है?
Yes.
Okay. I searched for masters in business analytics. That's what I searched, and this is what I popped. This is what popped on the top. Now let's understand. This is the headline: Masters in Business Analytics, 70% scholarship for 5,000 students. ठीक है? Now what this is doing? Headline में क्या है? Masters in Business Analytics. This is what I was looking for. ठीक है? 70% scholarship for 5,000 students. What is this?
Interest part. Sorry, attention part. I'm sorry, attention part.
Attention.
This is attention part. But remember, मैंने कहा था ना objection handling. If you don't know what to write, because most of the students who want to do masters but drop their plan because they think you don't have money, so they have stated it. You'll get scholarship, 70% scholarship for 5,000 students. They've also mentioned तुम्हारे chances high है, right? They could have written Masters in Business Analytics scholarship available, but they went a step ahead. Specificity, they have used numbers. ठीक है?
Problem statement को highlight कर दिया उन लोगों ने.
Exactly. That's a good way to present it. कि जो कस्टमर का प्रॉब्लम है कि यार I don't have loan, I don't have money, and will I get the scholarship? They have said yes, you don't need to worry about money because we have scholarship, and you will get the money because we have scholarship of 5,000 students. Let's come to the description part.
And they will get more applications because पहले 5,000 में qualify होना उन लोगों को.
Yes, yes. The more we dig down, the more we'll be amazed with the fact कि मतलब ये हवा में नहीं लिखा गया है. Now you understand ना कि हमें क्यों ऑडियंस का इम्पोर्टेंस होना चाहिए, हमें क्यों ऑडियंस का पेन पॉइंट जानना चाहिए, हमें क्यों पता होना चाहिए कि हम कहाँ पोस्ट कर रहे हैं, राइट? हम क्या सेल कर रहे हैं? Are they selling a course or are they selling a solution to a specific problem? Are they selling a product or are they selling a service? So all those questions, when you ask client, then you get the answer. Shit, this is what I have to write. ये ad आपको दिखा है, उनकी मार्केटिंग टीम ने करोड़ों खर्च करे हैं, और उतना खर्च कर रहे हैं तो जो प्रेशर कॉपीराइटर पे होता है ना, that you will feel once you start working on big projects, you will feel that pressure कि आपका एक word important है, so भी लेकिन ये चीज क्यों वर्क करेगी? To have those answers, you have to do research. Let's the description part. Rank number 1 for working professionals. So they very well know कि उनका audience कौन है, working professionals है, ठीक है? And this is the most interesting part. Without quitting your job, this is what objection handling. I might draw a plan because I don't have time. I don't want to quit my job, but they're saying no, you don't have to quit your job. So you got the idea? Just forget the structure. What they have done, captured your attention and handled the objections. Clear?
Yes.
Just before you leave the class, na, just give a heads up कि हाँ मतलब if you're going or you just dropping off, because I should know which part was something that got you dropped off so that I can improve in my next class. Okay, so I searched for rain jacket and this is what popped on the top. Maybe they have paid more money, but just let's understand, is there something bad in this ad? Rain jacket, okay, I was looking for rain jacket. Decathlon, India's official store. Okay, so they have talked about themselves. They could have इसको improve कर सकते थे क्या ये लोग? Because मुझे पता है Decathlon क्या है, मुझे दिख रहा है ये, right? Yes. But they have repeated it. They could have written rain jacket, season off 50%, right? They could have used that. They have used it here up to 60% off. But instantly they could have used it here, right?
ये SEM से boost की हुई ad है.
किसकी?
I mean, paid marketing है basically.
Yes, वही ads हम वही दिखा रहे हैं. And then what is good part? Okay, explore hiking and trekking backpacks. I am searching rain jacket. They're talking about backpacks. Jackets यहाँ पे आया. Okay, so this is not appealing me very much. Save delivery and easy. ये complete भी लग रहा है. You see ना? This is not a good ad. So you can just email it on. I'm not kidding. I've got jobs like this. I've just checked the kharab at I've messaged them. This is what your website lacked, and I've landed jobs.
It's like doing a debugging basically, right?
Exactly. This is debugging for copywriters. Then let's, okay, I think that was it. Okay. Now we are about to end this session. Might take just 1 or 2 minutes. Okay. So whatever we learned, just to summarize, if you sit in a call with a client, ask as many questions as you can, because 2 things. Your job will be done. आपको content मिल जाएगा लिखने के लिए. Second, client को लगेगा कि यार ये कोठी बंगले वाला है. In a way कि हाँ, he is professional. He knows this shit. ठीक है? Getting the point?
Yeah.
Second, you will be more organized at what you're doing. ठीक है? We just revising, and then we understood कि हाँ headline में क्या क्या चीज आ सकती है, and then we understood few principles. Honesty sells, you can't be gimmick about it. And then we learned कि यार headline कैसे बनाए. Then we understood structure, and अगर structure बनाना नहीं आ रहा, so what else can we do? And then we saw a few Google ads. Guys, are we clear on this? Anything that you want to discuss उसके पहले का before we end this session?
So Vijay, basically we covered all the background information, theory, how to, what to, where to, what methodology, how we cover, how we present, how we look at a problem statement or the appealing, the cases, cure and prevention, and these fundamentals are very much clear of writing a copywriting. But I would say, no, we know कि ad कैसे लिखते हैं, how we write ad, what are the principles, the structure, everything. But what I want to add here is like how we can probably actually practically start writing the ads. So, can we do something, a session like wherein we have more idea, like कि क्या tools हैं या कैसे लिखें, how it looks like.
Okay.
Ad को बनाना कैसे, मतलब more appealing, कीवर्ड समझ में आ गए, कैसे लिखना है.
एक बात मैं ऐड करना चाहूंगा, यू कैन शो विजय, ये जो काम होता है कॉपीराइटर को होता है, इट्स नॉट ऑफ अ डिजिटल मार्केटर. जैसे विजय की बात ही करें, ही इज अ कॉपीराइटर, ही इज नॉट अ डिजिटल मार्केटर.
So I'll tell you, sir, this part na, the background, I would have tell the exercise I get is writing. I picked Paytm, I picked GeoLife, I picked State Bank of India, Uber, Durex, LinkedIn, Netflix, Pornhub, whatever. Tell me the brand. So the thing is na, unless I don't start my writing process, I can't be a copywriter. ये basics आपको कल तक याद रहेंगे.
Right.
Practice today, right? So then I interned with Zomato just based on my content. I shared them. I made a few ads. Zomato, this is for you. They liked it, and the inbox was open for them. I interviewed with them. I did some freelance work for them. So no, unless you don't practice it, it's gonna be very hard. Just not for. It's not very specific to somebody I'm pointing out. It's for everyone. Unless we don't write an ad, na. यहाँ पे ना, my entire session was to help you to think like a copywriter.
Basically, I understand. Building a base for a copywriter, like एक copywriter कैसे सोचता है, क्या देखता है, कैसे observation है, और उसके बाद को कैसे implement करता है. That we understood today's session.
So the next day, when you write an ad and you get in that zone that after write an ad, na, लिखने से पहले, if you haven't covered all the stuff that we talked about, na, so there is no use of this session. That is the point, and it's a practice game too. So even I'm getting some new stuff. I'm seeing क्या होता भी आज नया short version चल रहा है, whatever is something happening. So just keep yourself updated. Keep follow good people. I'll share few resources. I'll share few tools. That is something that I do after every session. Once the session is over, na, I share few PDFs. I share few structures that you can just go it down. The problem is if I tell you 1 + 1 = 2, just mug it up. That's the thing. That is one thing. I'll tell you why 1 + 1 = 2, and then I'll tell you 2 + 3 could be 5, 5 + 3 could be 8. Then it becomes interesting because you know, oh, I have to write in. I have to tell it by now because people actually think of a pressing problem now because you know it. That's how psychology works. बोलते ना कि ऐसे word लिख दो, now लिख दो, today लिख दो, all those words.
Right.
So why do we do that? That is the purpose of this copywriting class. And just for the practice, pick top 30 brands and write ad for them and email all of them. एक दो का reply आ जाता है. They just keep the feedback and that's how keep learning. Okay, this is important. So write like you talk. Write like you talk to the audience. That's a thing. That's a very simple thing. I'm just revising, brushing up. You might know it. Editing part. Unless you feel that यहाँ पे कुछ word है जो हटाए जा सकते हैं, do not approve the copy or share the client. जब तक वो चीज crisp नहीं हो जाती, जब तक वो चीज एकदम clear नहीं होती. It reminds me of an ad of Zomato जो था भारतीय जनता, party. So BJP won the election and they wanted people to celebrate by ordering food. So the headline was Bharatiya Janata / party, 60% off on Zomato. That was the ad, and that is, I think, one of the most smart, clever, whatever, all the beautiful adjectives that you can add, that is the ad. Because in a way they congratulated BJP, in a way they congratulated India, and they also sold their product. That is the power of just few words, and that is the power of a copywriter. You have the ability to influence a whole company, and that's what Zomato has done so far, right? And that is something we all seek in the creativity रहता है. Anticipate doubts of your audience कि यार अगर कोई प्रोडक्ट वो परफेक्ट होता नहीं है, so just think practically कि यार ये चीज अगर उनको दिखेगी तो उनके मन में क्या डाउट आएगा. अगर कोई नया प्रोडक्ट है, ठीक है, वो ट्रस्ट नहीं बिल्ड कर पाएंगे. So just accept the fact कि हाँ मुझे ट्रस्ट बिल्ड करना है. So I might have to give a 3 month का ट्रायल, ठीक है. Let's say which कोई बहुत फेमस ब्रांड है, गुड नाइट है, व्हाटएवर, उनका मैट्रेस आता है. दे वोंट गिव यू 3 मंथ का ट्रायल, दे वोंट राइट 3 मंथ्स ट्रायल अवेलेबल, बट स्लीप मैट्रेस जो नया आया है, दे विल गिव यू 3 मंथ ट्रायल अवेलेबल. द कॉपीराइटर रोट that 3 month trial available because people don't trust sleep mattress because that is new in the market, right? So you have to understand, and that is how you choose the words. Therefore all that research. Make things interesting. Fonts, colors, headline bold रखा है, थोड़ा font है, थोड़ा ये चीजें. So little things that get the attention. Read it 100 times and once you feel the confidence in the copy, just send it across. Review everything and practice as much as you can. So this brings to the end of the session. Just one small exercise is left, and take a 2-minute break. This is your last exercise. Okay? I have given you information. Okay? Use whatever you learned today, and something that you already know, and something that you think you should cover while writing this ad. This is 3 brand. One is iPhone 12, one is Maruti, one is American Tourister. Right? I have given you some information. Just write 2 headlines for each. Try karo. Just try it so that you have some confidence that yes, after this class I feel some transformation in my writing skills, in my copywriting skills. And then we can take a few of the ads that I've written, and then we can discuss what is right in this and what is something that can be better. So while you're writing, just keep in mind कि हाँ मतलब अपने दिमाग में एक ऑडियंस बना लो कि मैं एक वर्किंग प्रोफेशनल के लिए लिख रहा हूँ या फिर एक रिटायर्ड पर्सन है 50s में. जस्ट एक सिनेरियो बना लेना कि हाँ मैं इस ऑडियंस के लिए लिख रहा हूँ, एंड एक पॉइंट लिखना है कि हाँ मैं सिर्फ एक पॉइंट के बारे में बात करूंगा. ठीक है? Let's say for iPhone, I'll talk just about chip, or I'll just talk about how tough the glass is, or how beautiful the display is, so that we know कि हमने जो पढ़ा है that comes handy. Let's say for example we talk about Maruti, I have to just talk about कि उसका adjustable driver seat है और उसका LED DRLs है और उसका airbags dual airbags है. Let's say we talk about Tourister, we might talk कि हाँ तो affordable price में आ रहा है. I think that is the only thing we need to restore. Okay, I think we have got good responses. So can we get a few for American Tourister also?
No,
Okay, I think we have good responses. So let's pick one for uh, iPhone 1. Okay, back to back. Okay, good work, guys. Even I'm like, I'm getting like, just trying to see if I could like think like that, and I'm just also like very curious कि हाँ काफी अच्छे से responses है. So iPhone 1, keep your secret safe. Nice. So although it did not have any privacy point, but yes, keep your, so it has your point, like you're addressing, it has you point, and it's not just talking about product itself, it's talking about how it can help the audience. The most advanced iPhone yet, it could be a news section में आ सकता है ये. See the world closely. Could be a capture camera wala feature. Turn your imagination to reality with smart 12 MP dual camera. Okay, dual camera का feature. Create realistic image with yet another power pack. Understood the assignment, right? You just have to cover one feature, convert that into a benefit, and say it very clearly. So you guys have done that well. Good job there with iPhone. With Maruti, I think we have Maruti के लिए वो कोई है क्या? Let's come to close with your love adjustable. Oh, that's a good benefit of benefit, right? Adjustable driver seat. So that's a very smart benefit of benefit. Sonam Singh has written that. Let's come close with your love adjustable driver seat. So the feature was adjustable driver seat. The benefit was you can just move here and there and just be at comfort of at your driving steering wheel. But benefit of benefit could be if you travel with a partner, you can go close to her or him. So that's a good for Maruti. And for American Twister, pack your next tour with us. Nice. Pack the bag, explore the mountains. So that is okay, but pack the bag and explore the mountains. It's not very clear what I'm selling. It could be a travel package. It could be a bag. It could be luggage. It's not very clear ki what the product is with the bag and get affordable luggage for next trip starting at. Sumit has written it's a good ad for your Google ads. Get affordable luggage के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं. Audience got the luggage. Audience was searching for a cheaper, so you mentioned the price $50. So that's a good point. Add wheel your big luggage in small price. That's a good. Vishnu Priya has used contrast like big luggage, small price. That gets the attention. Yeah. Yes. Go ahead. Vishwendra resident, handy but not pricey. Good example, Vishwendra there. So I think I'm happy that you guys have just being so supportive in just the participation of this assignment that I'm not talking about the quality of the headlines. They're all equally good. Those who have participated. Just on the closing note, before we close, any doubts that you have or anything that you feel should be included in the next class or just was felt, other than all the resources and the guides and the tools that can be shared, I'll definitely will find out whatever is most relevant. Just before I close, I just want to show my approach to learning every day, if that is okay for you guys. Are you interested in that?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we are.
So,
Yes, sir.
Cool. How to close the screen, man? Are you able to see the screen?
Yes.
Are you able to see the LinkedIn?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
So follow good people on LinkedIn who are copywriters, and so whenever you come across something that is interesting, right? Where is all those posts? Right now I'm just looking for jobs, so jobs are there. But yeah, so for example, I came across this article, copywriting secrets. Okay, I saved it. this is one way of collecting ideas, right? 5G speed. So this is punchy, eye-catching. So next time if I have to refer something कि मेरे पास ideas नहीं आ रहे, I'll understand कि अच्छा ठीक है. Visual idea यहाँ से it's crazy until you do it, right? These are the privacy that's iPhone, and that's why I picked the example. So use LinkedIn, follow great people. Second is my Instagram. I do copywriting irrespective of my job hours. I try to write as many as memes as possible, as many as concept ads as possible. I try to learn some design aspects also, and that's how creative juices keeps flowing. Then the most important thing, if I come across something, I save it in a document. I document everything. So what I'm trying to tell you now, even I'm learning, and if something comes up, so just for the prepare this class, I had written so many things, and I just put something that I felt was something that's going to be useful to you guys. And this Evernote is something where you can create notes of learning that you're doing. So what I'm trying to say here is now, even I'm at a phase where I'm trying to learn as much as possible, and I hope to connect with you guys. I'll share my LinkedIn with Abhishek sir. He'll share it with you guys. And just whatever helping material you find, share it with me. Whatever I'll find, I'll share with you. And let's not stop this learning process and be a copywriter. Give it our best.
विजय मेरे साथ भी शेयर कर दिया करो यार, जो ये अच्छे वाले बंदे होते हैं.
पक्का I'll do that.
मैं स्क्रीनशॉट डाल दिया करूंगा अपने स्टेटस में है.
Yes. I think shall we just anything else you want to ask, guys? What I do, what I'm gonna do, whatever I said was irrelevant. We can stop this. We can stop this recording, Abhishek, sir.
Recording.